So after a beautiful cinematic experience last week, we're finally here at the second to last episode of Ousama ranking. It's a bittersweet moment. I know we have one more episode, but the winter season is, coming to an end. BOJJI was able to beat Daida, aka Bosse, and the puzzle that is Miranjo's backstory is almost complete. I believe that this episode will finally get a reveal to what they promised was, and find out more about the demon. Who knows, maybe BOJJI will even have to face him. Without further ado, let's get right into it. A promise to the demon, let's go, finally. So Daida's still stuck in this world. It seems like he's talking to Bosse, but he needs to be let out of there soon. My memories? Yes, please show us. What the hell? Oh my god, she really just wanted to die? Okay, so if this was happening a lot, I understand why Bosse would go crazy. Look at her expression though. There is no expression. Oh, never mind, she is crying. It's like she can't feel anything, and ever since her mom died and her dad died, she just doesn't know what to do. Ew, that shit looks nasty. Damn, what the fuck? That's a big ass big toe. I want a battle where I'm fighting for my life. Little did he know he was gonna lose to a 3-foot tall squirt. Oh, he got absolutely clapped. There's a way for you to have your wish granted. Oh, here's the demon. There we go. Whenever I grant a person's wish, I supposedly turn more and more. Oh, okay, so see, now I'm getting it. So when she was a kid, wasn't really evil, and now he's definitely granted a lot of wishes since then, especially Miranjo's, and has completely turned evil. I shall take the strength of your child yet to be born and give it to you. What? He took BOJJI'S strength from him? Okay, so now we know what happened to BOJJI'S strength. His dad took it away? I thought he was just born without it. Yeah, he's small as hell. And then he defeated this guy probably easily. Oh my god, without... Oh, he got too strong. Look after Miranjo. Oh shit, he's back. Okay, but now they gotta deal with this demon motherfucker, bro. And Miranjo's in hell right now. Oh my god. He's still doing this bullshit. Oh. I like how they're showing Miranjo how she's so deep in it, she's lost like her physical body, and she's slowly becoming one of the tortured souls. Use this? That's not gonna do anything against a strong ass demon. What do you mean? Oh, get fucked. Although that's probably not gonna do much. That's probably not gonna do anything either. There's no shot. He's a demon, bro. Yeah, it's never that easy, dog. I'm sorry. I will hear your wish. Oh, it was that easy. This is like in Dragon Ball Z when they evoke Shenron and everybody tries to get their wish in. Didn't Frieza do some shit like that and made him like the strongest person in the Saiyan saga? Not the Saiyan saga, the Frieza saga. Bring Miranjo back to life. Did we find out what her promise was to the demon though? I mean, we found out what Bosse's was, but I don't know if we found hers. Damn, okay, Daida? He's saying bye to the little demon. Yo, BOJJI'S so cute, bro. Someday I'll turn you back to the way you were. So is that gonna be its own arc? You just took my wish. Get fucked, dude. I wanted to meet you. Yeah, yo, this is actually the first time Daida is meeting Miranjo in person, not through a mirror or through that dark realm. She did do all this though. She did do all this, so there are a lot of mixed feelings even within myself about her coming back. I want you to... Now that is something I did not expect. I thought she was like in love with Bosse. This is weird. This is becoming a little weird. I mean, I guess. Why not? Fuck it, right? Fuck it. So this kind of cements my thought from way earlier that the relationship between Miranjo and Bosse was more of a father-daughter type relationship. But Daida at the end of the day is also a vessel for Bosse, so you know, there's still something there. There's 100% going to be a season 2. I'm all for it. If this turns into like a longer running anime, some like a My Hero Academia with a bunch of seasons, then I will gladly take that. There will be a next time. That if that's not foreshadowing for season 2, I don't know what is. So it seems like all is well that ends well at this point. Most of the, I guess, plot points have been tied. Enough are untied so that it leads into season 2, but everything with Bosse and Miranjo is settled. I will accept. Oh, he changed his mind. So this guy's actually much stronger than we originally thought, isn't he? If he's able to be the first place king. Now, I feel like the next season is probably going to have to do with the gods a lot more. And the whole ranking system itself. It's good to see healing again, though. Bro, what do you mean? This is your son. Why is this an awkward exchange? Oh, there it is. I was waiting. Yo, I was waiting for her to just break down. Aww. 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 This reminds me of the sequence in the opening song where you see mothers hugging their sons. She's also the mastermind. Damn, just straight up snitched on her. Execute. Yeah, nah, we're way past that at this point. You're kind of late to the party, healing. Yeah, that's probably not gonna go over well for her either. The ranking of kings exists for the happiness of the people. That's cap. Cap. Okay, so that was episode 22 of Ranking of Kings. So I guess I'll start by saying that we get pretty much all the backstory we needed between Bosse and Miranjo. We saw that after they were together and throughout their journeys, Miranjo was pretty devastated still and depressed and, you know, try to take her life. So that just goes to show just where her headspace was. Bosse, on the other hand, was still trying to become the strongest person alive. He was already pretty strong and he didn't really know how to get stronger. He kind of reached his peak, and then that is what led to a promise. Now, I'm not sure if this is the promise between the demon and Miranjo, but I'm pretty sure it is. If it's not, clarify in the comments for me. Essentially, when Bosse reached his peak, Miranjo brought him to the demon, who granted his wish of becoming the strongest person in the world by, stealing BOJJI'S innate giant power to give to Bosse. Now, I'm not sure how all that works, considering BOJJI wasn't even born yet at the time. But hey, it's a demon. They got magic powers. It is what it is. So we finally find out that it wasn't that BOJJI was just born without powers as a mutation or an enigma, but it was stolen from him by Bosse. So that's probably something Bosse lived with and was really regretful of, as he was probably on his deathbed. Especially once he got those powers, he was able to defeat pretty much anyone. If he wasn't strong already, he was definitely overpowered now, for sure. Now it makes sense why he is as strong as he is. A lot of that is because of BOJJI'S power. Another question I have is, now that Bosse is gone, is the power that he stole from BOJJI gonna go back to him at some point? How does that work? Or is that power just gone and BOJJI is stuck with how he is? Because we've been sort of hinted at the fact that there's still some innate power within BOJJI, and now that we learned so much about how his power was stolen, we're gonna have to see whether it's gonna come back or he's gonna, develop it again. Now, the demon itself, we also find out that when it was in its kid version, it wasn't really that evil, and it honestly didn't seem that way when we saw him with Miranjo in the forest. Didn't really seem that bad of a person, but we do find out that the more wishes he granted, the more evil he became, the darker he became, and that, eventually led to what he is today. So the demon wasn't actually that strong. I thought he was going to be like a much more formidable foe, but they were able to actually behead him and force him to grant a wish. And that whole sequence I thought was pretty funny. It reminded me of Dragon Ball Z when they used to call Shenron and everybody would try to get their wish in before the dragon left. And back then there was only like one wish originally, so it was pretty funny to see, and I feel like that was probably another reference. Ousama Ranking loves doing references, so I'm not surprised. Despa wanted to make Oaken mortal again so that he could finally end his suffering, but I guess this wasn't time for that. probably going to be a season 2 thing, which I'm sure is going to happen. We saw 1 episode, so I'm assuming we'll have some sort of indication of exactly how that's going to happen and where the plot's going to be for that. We might have actually gotten an indication for that towards the end of the episode, but I'll get into that in a bit. So the wish for the demon ends up being to bring Miranjo back to life. She's back, and normally when someone comes back to life, people usually feel relief, or they feel like, I should have just died. But with Miranjo, and this goes for a lot of characters in this show, they're morally gray. And so for me, at least, there was a lot of mixed feelings of her coming back. Part of me was like, she did so much bad and she hurt so many people and killed so many people. But at the same time, I'm like, she was a product of her environment and she got caught in a really bad deal with the demon. So part of me does sympathize with her. Now, the part that I didn't see coming was Daida, who is back, by the way, asking Miranjo to marry him. I thought that was kind of weird. I don't know if there's any indication of any sort of romantic feelings between them. I thought it was more so just Daida being entranced by her because he wanted to learn more about her. But I guess if Daida is a vessel, essentially, of Bosse, then Miranjo would be inclined to do something like that. Now, Miranjo also says that she's going to come back to the demon and save him and turn him back to the way he was when he was a child. That's also something that they might explore in further seasons. So clearly they're setting up a lot for a season 2. They're setting up a lot of plot points, and this really does coincide with what I read about this series having a lot of lore, a lot of content still left. The demon disappears, and we're left with just our cast of characters. Healing returns, has her moment with both her sons, is surprised by the news of Miranjo marrying Daida, but I mean, that's a pretty given. That's how surprised I was as well. It seems like all the conflict in the kingdom is over. Everyone is pretty much alive. The big 4 healing, the 2 sons, Miranjo, even the snake, Kage of course, and a lot of the other fighters as well. So going back to the promise for a second, I'm still a little bit confused because it seems like the demon can grant wishes, but these are different from the promises that he makes with people. Because as we've seen, he made a promise with Miranjo that I personally don't think we know the full details of yet. We know what happens after she broke it. Obviously, she got sucked in, but the wishes that he grants don't seem to have any sort of qualifiers or any sort of agreements. He granted the wish of Bosse becoming the strongest, and we weren't told about any sort of downsides to that deal. He just granted the wish of Miranjo coming back to life. We didn't see any downsides of that either. So that's what makes me think that the promise is still not fully revealed yet. But if it has and I somehow missed it, and maybe it's literally just the Bosse wanting to be the most strongest person thing, then yeah, let me know in the comments. But that's pretty much gonna do for this episode. The stuff we saw at the end with Desha and the ranking committee is probably going to lead into a lot of what next episode is going to be about, and possibly for future seasons. Something to do with the gods, but we'll just have to wait and see till next week. So yeah, hit that comment section below, hit that sub button as always. That helped me a lot, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.